Hey guys, James here again with a tank side talk video. Um, Decided I would provide you guys another video of how I do things, why I do them, and hopefully some of this information be beneficial to people out there. Now, I am working on a third episode as well, but that'll be for later. So this video is on maintenance. Biggest issue I was told about when getting a saltwater tank was you're gonna do a lot of maintenance. Yes, I do a lot of maintenance, but really it's not that bad. So I figured today would be a good day to do the video. One, I'm in the middle of my most maintenance I would do. It's time for a 10% water change, cleaning the skimmer, cleaning all the test kits I use because I test it weekly and then clean them. I also need to, I usually would change my GFO and my carbon, but I'm out of GFO right now, so I'm just gonna kind of push that right now, and I have it coming in the mail, so once that comes in I'll replace the GFO and the carbon. The carbon's doing fine right now, so I'll just let that go. So I'm going to take you guys along for my cleaning. I also, sorry, another thing I gotta clean is my filter sock. So I'm going to show you the tools I use, tell you why I do things the way I do them, and like I say, hopefully they'll help you guys. Maybe my methods are different than you guys, maybe my methods are shocking, but this is how I do things, working on my tank. I haven't really have a problem with the maintenance. So let me get you guys started, and you might hear me taking the camera off, and I'm actually going to take you guys in, show you some things and all that stuff. Alright, so let me show you guys what's going on. So first thing guys that I do is I put a towel down. As you can see, I have a rug in my apartment, not hardwood or tile underneath the tank, so it's good to have a towel down, clean up any spills, especially when you're doing water change. So some of the tools I use is I have this dish bucket, an old one my wife replaced our current one or with a new one, so I took this and using it as kind of like a tote. As you can see, there's my skimmer that needs to be cleaned. I did all my weekly tests, all the supplies in there need to be clean. So here we go. Down here I already have the skimmer unplugged, but everything else is still running. GFO, return pump, all that stuff. So next thing I have to do, take out the filter sock, and then I turn off the return pump so I can do my water change and show you guys that process. So bear with me while I set all this up. So guys, I just took off my filter sock. Had to refix the clamp on it to hold the GFO and carbon return line into there. But let's show you guys here. This is filter sock. It's actually not that bad for being there for a week. So that's not too bad. Then see, next thing I would do is turn off my return pump and start my siphoning of pulling water out. So hold on, guys. Now, I know you guys are going to say, oh, why don't you get a strip that you can turn off each outlet on and stuff. I'm actually working on that with my whole control system. I'll eventually get there, so I'm not going to spend money on a power strip that eventually I'm going to just replace anyway. So here, continue. So there's my filter sock, skimmer, all that stuff that needs to be cleaned. Here's my water. I'm mixing my salt now. Water is at temperature, so I'm not concerned about that. I'm just mixing it up. I will check the salinity. As you can see here, I use a yardstick and just a 5-gallon bucket. And then of course I have a bucket of salt in case my salinity is off. I have a bucket that I'll be empty the water in. So I'll show you guys how I start that. And so bear with me again. So as you guys can see, I just started the siphon with old air hose. So what I do here is I siphon this water out every 2 weeks into one of these buckets, and I actually use this to this bucket of water to seed my quarantine tank. So what I'll do is I'll use this to do a water change on the quarantine tank, which again is not a true quarantine tank, just a spare tank I'm holding on to until I decide what I do with. Now I know some people have pipes and stuff set up for their water change. I saw this little clip hack on a video about using electrical tape. So that's my line there. So when the water gets there, I know I'm good to stop the siphon and put my water back in. And so let me guys, I'll show you some more things I do. Is with the filter sock, how I clean mine is a very useful tool that everyone I'm sure has in their house. Washing machine. Now I've seen people just rinse out their socks and all that stuff. I used to do that and didn't think I was getting it clean as it should be. So actually what I do is I run it on a hot, so the hottest setting and then cold, and I just run the filter sock by itself. I do not put it in the dryer. It just goes in the washer, comes out clean. Once in a while I'll turn it inside out and go that route, get it really nice and clean. So that's how I do my filter sock. And a lot of times I'll throw that towel in there as well. So I do the towel and the filter sock together. So I actually have new filter socks coming in the mail with my GFO. So I'll go a while with these filter socks, switching them out weekly, and then I'll just replace these when the new ones come in, probably every 6 months or so. I'll replace them. I actually used to thought these things were disposable, and when I got my first one and it was all dirty, I was like, oh, time for a new one. Threw it out, went in the store, bought a new one, and then I saw people like, oh, you can clean them. I was like, oh, okay. So that was my first rookie mistake there on that. So yes, guys, you can clean your filter socks. So another tool I use, again, I'm not going to show you guys all my cleaning and all that stuff, but another tool I use is one of these bottle brush. These are in the baby sections of like Walmart or any stores like that, Target, and they're used to clean baby bottles. Now I do have 2 young girls, they're no longer in bottles, but these things are great for cleaning cups, things like that. So even in the tank, I'll take this in the tank and get in the corners and along the glass and stuff and the edges, and this will do a good job of cleaning the glass on the tank. So I use it to clean my skimmer, and that's probably about it really. In glass and skimmer, I'll take it in, clean it all around. Now again, we still have our other one for our normal dishes, so they're different colors so they don't get mixed up with what's what. And again, I use my own. There's our other dish tub. So again, this is just for my fish stuff, nothing else. So guys, that's how I do my main. Oh, also, I don't just rinse them out in water. I use Ajax. Now, I'm sure you're not supposed to be using this up, but like I said, I've been doing this for a couple months now, maybe 6 months or so, cleaning my equipment with this. Haven't had a problem and cleans the equipment great. Now, none of this equipment really goes into the tank. I mean, skimmer I use no soap on. I'll just scrub it really clean with the brush, and then the Ajax I'll use to clean the test tubes and stuff. So really none of that stuff is actually hitting my tank itself. So guys, like I said, the Ajax does pretty good at cleaning the glass, and there we go. That's how I do my maintenance, and it takes me about half hour to an hour, and that's weekly. Well, all depends on the week. So yeah, let me show you one more feature I do with my cleaning. Hold on. Now you guys seen me talk about my little program I'm working on. So I have a little maintenance tab here. When I drop this down, choose my tank, tells me what I need to do, when I need to do it. I can add stuff to it as well, blah blah blah, you know how that stuff works. On the dashboard, it'll actually show me what I need to clean as well. And the next feature I'm working on adding to it is getting weekly email summary. I have the test email working. It goes to my phone, or well, it goes to my email, which I get on my phone and stuff. So that's working pretty well. Now I just got to have it where it'll pull my weekly schedule for maintenance and let me know what's due for the next week. So if I have to go buy GFO, or if I have to buy new filter socks, or if I have to buy new carbon or something like that, and I know ahead of time, a week ahead of time, of what I need to get. Or new salt, anything like that. I'm kind of aware of what's going on. Again, this program is not doing inventory, so it doesn't say, oh, your salt levels in your bucket is at this. It just says, hey, you're gonna do a 10% water change. I'll be like, oh, well, let's see, last week I ran out of salt. I used remaining my salt. I gotta go buy it this week, type deal, you know. So guys, that's how I do my maintenance. Like I said, it works well for me. I get a lot of compliments on my tank, so it definitely seems to be working. So guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Oops, sorry. So as you can see here, the air hose is just sucking the water out right in. There's my line, there's my bucket, and like I said, I'll just pour this right into my quarantine tank to end it. So I know I kind of jumped around on this video, guys. I apologize about that. I'm trying to get a little more organized when I do my videos, but let me know what you think, and that was not good. I almost knocked over my bucket of water. So hold on. So yeah, guys, that wraps up this episode of Tankside Talk. Maintenance, definitely do it. Some key components I always leave by my tank is towels. So when I'm in there working on tanking, putting seaweed in or fixing something, I have a towel to grab, dry my hands as soon as I pull out of the tank. So, but as we all know, in reefing and all that stuff, try not to put your hands in the tank because you really don't need to be stung by anything. Now, luckily, I don't have anything in my tank that will sting me. I do have the tangs, which have those barbs on their tails, but that's about it. So, again, guys, let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. One more comment out there is the GFO. When I got it, I was like, alright, do I really need GFO? Like, when I bought it, I was like, okay, I'm buying it to attack this major outbreak I'm having. And it helped. But I was like, it took a while to kick in. I was like, maybe it wasn't GFO. Maybe it was my daily and weekly cleanings that I was doing my tank, kicking up the sand, changing out the filter socks, all that stuff to combat this new tank syndrome, they call it. And so when my GFO ran out, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to buy a new one. I'll wait, see how my tank reacts. Well, my tank reacted. It's starting to get dirty quick on the sand there. So like I said, I have GFO coming in the mail. It should be here probably Tuesday. So I'll work on that when that comes in. So again, guys, I know I kind of signed out a couple times on this. I apologize about that. I'll try to do a little more organized on episode 3. Like I said, I'm working on that one. I think that's going to turn out to be a good video. So please stay tuned for that one. So, guys, let me know what you think. Thank you.